Hello everyone, welcome back to the PlannerSpeechie. Today I'm going to be planning for the month of August 2022 using this great Jessica Hart's kit called Ethereal. And this is my first time doing a monthly spread in my new Sadie Stickers planner. And this is also my first time using a foiled kit from Jessica Hart, so it's a really cool thing for me. I loved this artwork because it's so different. A lot of the August kits that came out for months were very beachy or fall, or like they were aggressively beachy or aggressively fall, and this one was kind of a nice neutral. I liked the dark background with all of the pastels, so I was really excited to do this one. I am filming this video from my in-laws' house in New York City because my husband and I are visiting. One of the things that's different about the Sadie Stickers planner is it has a Monday calendar start, which is very different for me, and I don't really mind it, but because I can choose the start for this particular kit, I opted to change it up. So I'm going to have the Sunday start at the beginning and just redo all of the numbers. So right now I'm just examining all of the different sheets and trying to figure out where everything goes because there's a lot of them. So we've got the numbers and the top washi there. Then there's this really cute bottom washi that goes over, and I was trying to figure out where it went. And it's those 3 boxes down at the bottom. Even if I move my extra unused box up at the top, it was separate, which is very smart. So this kit is very useful if you have any kind of vertical planner. It's very versatile. Then this one was interesting, the top, sidebar, bottom. I think I got this right, but I may not have. Thankfully, the kit is very forgiving, even if you get it wrong. So I was wondering why all those little dots were blank, and it's because that's where you put the foil. So I figured it out, but it took me a minute to just sort of get used to the whole thing. I opted for the light gold for this one, but she lets you choose whichever foiling that you want, and she's got a lot of foiling choices. So I could have gone for like a hot pink or a periwinkle or anything like that, but I decided to go with the regular. Sorry, that's the top of my head. I also got a new camera joist, so I apologize if that happens again. I couldn't really see what I was doing. Normally I project my video onto the TV so I can like check back in, but I didn't do that this time. So I decided to put the date dots down first and then put the month in, since the dates were a little bit more, I had to do a little bit more. I kind of ended up having to overlap some things a little bit, but I love how this came out. So getting the stickers off of the sheet was actually not that bad. I was trying to figure out where can this go, so I just put it right there in the middle, interrupting Monday and Tuesday. I think that came out really well. It's so pretty. Yay, I'm very excited. And so I just went ahead and put down this top washi. Lining it up was pretty easy, I will say. And then there is a cute little quote in the middle, and that one says, "You are made of magic," which I thought was very cool as a saying. It's a little spooky, I guess, with the dark background, but I really like it. I like how it came out. And then there's a little overview there. I ended up not using the sidebar for goals and things like that. There were definitely options for me to do that, but I decided not to. So I just put that on top, and I think it came out so pretty. I love this artwork. It's just really, really gorgeous. Okay, and again, I apologize in advance if stuff gets cut off because I think I forgot to zoom back out when I was doing this, so we'll see. So I was trying to make sure that I matched all of the dates correctly and I didn't mess them up, because that was a very real possibility, but there were 3 sort of decorative full boxes that I wanted to use, and so I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put those. And I opted for 3 major dates that are happening this month. The first one is my parents' wedding anniversary. It's their 49th wedding anniversary. Isn't that amazing? That was the extra square that came with this, and I accidentally got it stuck. But thankfully this planner is very forgiving when it comes to ripping stickers up. I don't have that fancy stuff that Tattoo Teacher Plans has, the undo. I don't have that, so I just, you kind of commit to whatever you're doing and then go for it. And the dates were not one shade. They're kind of an ombre with this light gray. They actually show up pretty well on camera, so I'm glad for that. And then the 10th. And then you'll see I'll accidentally put the 12th one down, forgetting that I wanted to put it on the box, so then I have to rip it up, and I kind of mess it up. For people who get agitated when things are a little off center, I am sorry, because when it comes to these tiny little stickers, it's very difficult to get them on perfectly, and I think you need some kind of tweezers for that. So it looks a little dinged up there, but that is the 12th. And then I went ahead and put the 13th on. So I did them one day at a time, which I think was the smart way. Oop, and now it's going to be cut off. I apologize, but it's really just more of the same. August is an interesting month for me, so I am in New York for the first 2 weeks of August, and then my husband and I are driving back with our cat in the back seat of our sedan. And then, oops, so I was smart here and I used an X-Acto knife to peel it off, and that's what I should have done the first time. So for the 17th is my first day back at school. So school for the kids doesn't start until the end of the month, but instructors and specialists and teachers have to come back 2 weeks early to prepare the rooms, to do professional development, to meet, to plan the schedules, etc. It's a very involved time. So I really only have one day in between when we get back from New York and when my job starts again. So I don't know. That may have been a mistake in planning, but I just wanted to spend as much time with my family as possible, and I didn't want to miss it. So then I'm just adding in the numbers for the rest of the week. August is a pretty long month. We have the full 31 days, yep. And I tried to be proactive, see? I put the thing down finally before I put the number down. But yeah, so, and then the 31 is going to continue onto that week. So it worked out. I was able to change it. And then I had some of these things planned out, so I used little Post-its to mark important dates so I wouldn't forget. I have these little Post-its all over my planner. You can see one sticking out right there. But I found it to be useful. Sorry. Yeah. So there we go. I think that looks so nice. And I like that they include the September one so you can look ahead. Now, for the sidebar, I really struggled with how to put this in because it says top and bottom. She made it incredibly clear, but there was no definitive mark where they're supposed to meet. So I think I did it correctly, but it was just one of those things where you kind of had to guess. Oh my gosh, Bridget. So there's the top of my head again. I'm so sorry. At least my hair is clean. Ta-da! There it is. Okay, so that looks nice. And I'm probably going to do it again right there. Oh. So yeah, I was trying to figure out which way it went. I opted for this way because there was that little break. See, my gray hair is coming in. And look at that. That looks incredible. I love the way that came out. Now, the next thing that gave me a little bit of trouble, it came with these beautiful lines, these long lines. And there were only 4 of them, and I had no idea where they were supposed to go. Like, no clue. Because, and you're going to see me try and mess with it a couple of times over. So there were these long strips, and I know that Tattoo Teacher Plans also got this same kit. So I'm going to have, when she does her video for this month using that kit, I'm going to watch hers and see if where I was supposed to put these. I ended up just not using them because I was worried that if I tried and I did the math, like, yeah, so this is me giving up. They're very pretty. I might be able to use them as washi strips. And yeah, I think they're really pretty, and I like them. Yeah. So anyway, I really loved the way this came out. So there are a bunch of really pretty foiled icons here, and now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to use them. Sorry that so much of this is off camera. So that says back to school, and I decided to put that on the one where we had the kids going back to school. There are 2 more holidays on there that you won't see me put them down in this video because I just wasn't sure what those days were, and I was filming on my phone. So there's a little car icon, so I chose the olive green, which is a very pretty color, to mark when we are starting our drive back from New York to, we stop in Virginia. So technically you could do this drive in one day, and maybe one day we will attempt it. But because there are 2 of us driving, it's just safer for each of us to do like 2.5 hours, and then we switch. And then getting in and out of New York City, you have to add at least an hour of traffic depending on the day you leave. And I have a feeling that because we're leaving on a Sunday, it's going to be really bad traffic, and it's going to be a really long drive. The second day is not as long. So I used the champagne glass clinking icon to mark that it was my mom and dad's 49th wedding anniversary. Next year is their 50th, and so I have to start figuring out what they want to do. I was thinking of throwing them a party, but now they're talking about taking a trip to a fancy place, and so I definitely think that's the better of the 2 options. Not only because it's less work for me, but it's also less pressure for them. They can just do what they want. So this week I have so many fun things planned, and I was hoping to film my weekly planner using this light and this table, but I actually ran out of time today, so that's going to have to come later. But this week I am seeing lots and lots of friends basically every day. So I'm filming this video on August 2nd. On the 3rd, my mom and I are going to the Harry Potter Experience store in New York, which is a very touristy thing, but it's going to be really fun. We signed up to do one of those virtual reality rides, and then we're going to have butterbeer and stuff. On Thursday, I'm seeing 2 friends from my previous life in publishing, and I'm excited about that. Friday, I'm seeing another group of friends from a different walk of life in the evening. And then Saturday morning, I'm going to a picnic with my oldest friend and her daughter, and we're going to hang out in Prospect Park. So I am looking forward to all of this stuff. I have more stuff coming down the pipeline for the following week, but those plans have not been totally solidified, so I left them blank. And I do have a payday again this month. Woohoo! I'm so excited for paydays to return, because I didn't get paid in June and July because of the way the school system separates the paychecks. I get 10 paychecks a year. I could separate them into 12, but I just didn't do that last year, so I've not had a paycheck in 2 months. So I'm very excited to have paychecks again. And now I'm just trying to figure out, this kit came with so many things to mark dates and events. It had the little dots with the icons on it. It has flags in, I think, 6 different shades to mark events or important things. And then there were also literal flags in different colors too. Plus you can just use the white space, which I did for some of this. So all in all, you don't really need a lot of extras when you buy these kits because they come with everything, which is very cool. So I'm just marking that the 15th is the day that we arrive back in North Carolina, which is very exciting. And then I was trying to figure out which icons I wanted to use. So I'm also marking, we are currently in the stage of our pre-drywall inspection, which is a very big deal if you're building new construction. We unfortunately will not be in North Carolina, but we have hired a third-party inspector along with our realtor to go and do a separate inspection from the city, and they are going to be taking video, which is great because then we can reference the video if we ever need to do any work on the house, so we know which walls have the water lines and which walls have the electricity, etc., etc. So this is a very useful tool. It also will tell us, you know, if there are things that need to be changed before they start putting the drywall in, like if there are adjustments that need to be made. And these houses go up so quickly that little things are bound to happen. And if you catch them in time, it's not a big deal. So I'm not too concerned because I trust our realtor and the inspector, but a lot of people tend to be on site for those kinds of inspections, but we will not be there. So I think now I was just trying to figure out which, oh, here we go. I did make a doctor's appointment on my final day off, which I may have regret, but I wanted to get in as soon as possible, and that was just the date that worked the best. And it's walking distance from my apartment, so I figured can't be too bad. Let's see. Oh, so I wanted to use a Once More with Love sticker to mark that I'm going back to school, and I had two options. But I wanted to use one for the actual weekly planner as well, so I opted for this cute little schoolhouse, which is just really precious. I should have zoomed in a little bit. But I got this from a back-to-school sampler that I ordered a couple weeks ago. So I'm just marking that this is the first day back to school for me. It's going to be a long day of meetings and getting to know everybody. Last year was my CF, and it was the first year that I'd ever set foot in an in-person environment, and I wore this like very business attire with a blazer and a skirt. I looked so cute, but my supervisor was like, we're going to be doing dirty things today, like getting on our knees and cleaning, and so I learned my lesson. The next day I wore jeans, but I think I'm probably going to have to wear shorts because it's been really hot. And then I just marked visiting mom and dad for Tuesday. So I'm going to try and help my parents out a little bit while I'm here. Just with some tech stuff and reorganizing. And my mom doesn't drive, but I do. And my parents just got a brand new car. So I'm going to be driving my dad's behemoth around, which is exciting, but also scary for me. And then I just put in a Once More with Love. It's like a grandparent couple, I think. I'm not sure. My parents are not grandparents, but I thought it was cute. And then I was just trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to put in right away. I will be updating this on a semi-daily basis to make sure that I have something for each day, because it's a nice little memory keeping spread, and I did spend money on the kit, so I want to make sure that it looks pretty. So this is a Teddy Plans Co. sticker that I printed a while ago. It's a girl eating pizza, and we got L&B Spumoni Gardens yesterday, which was so good. God, I miss pizza. I love pizza, and North Carolina just does not have the pizza as well as other places. You're just not going to find it as well as New York. Okay, so this is the overview. I love how this came out. I think it's a very cohesive spread. Everything looks like it matches. Nothing is too much. I'm not sure, again, where those little lines were supposed to go, and maybe because the other one is so framed, like the right side page is so framed out. I didn't use a lot of the bill due stuff, but I will maybe use it down the road. See, I put the things on there, but I have to put them in my planner. So I used the majority of the stickers. Again, a lot of it has not been used yet because the month has just started. So I only put in what I could. I still have a lot of the gold stickers there, and I will try and use as many of those as possible. I like to consolidate my sheets when I'm working from sheets like this so that I don't have too much to worry about, because the more pages you have, the more likely you are to lose individual ones. So I'm just moving them onto this next sheet. And whatever I end up not using, I'm going to put in my Sadie Stickers Extra sticker keeper, and that will help. I didn't take any of the foil stuff off just yet. Foil is trickier to manage, but overall I think this looks incredible, and I will provide the link in my shop if you're interested in picking up this kit for August. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week. Take care.